Welcome back. You now tune into the other side of sports. It's your boy Laws. Hey, Ern, we back, Ern.
One draft and you all the way back here.
I went, I went to Modell's on the way home. It got lit, dog. We back. Hey, we back, dog. We got the we back. We back. NFC East, come get with us. No, I can't even be in this joke, dog. This joke smell like a trunk of somebody's car, dog. This joke,
You had that joint buried in the closet.
dog. This joke,
Attic.
that joke, yeah, that joke was in the attic. Oh my goodness, we back. I finally can resurrect it, Ern. Finally, that joke been missing for years. I couldn't get hype. Ern, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. We back. I can wear my golf polo back out on the course and not feel like I gotta make up excuses. We got our quarterback, Ern. Is you back with us?
No, that was the first step. That was the first step. I'm not all the way back in yet. We gotta get to the nitty gritty. But to me, I'm optimistic about what they did in the draft.
Okay.
It wasn't a need like almost the last three regimes were so desperately they would get to the draft and just go need to try to appease the fans. And I think they made it obvious that they were going to take the best player available, or get the best value out of each pick all the way down the draft. And that's the way that you build a team over the course of years of doing that. Then you usually end up with depth, first of all, but quality football players versus just, we need a tackle. We're going to take the seventh tackle drafted in this draft just to shut up Northern Virginia.
And they was already I don't feel like we addressed all the needs and stuff. It's like, dog, you got cookers, you got guys who, if things were just a little bit different, these Bamas could not have made it through the radar.
If you feel like you addressed all your needs in the draft, you probably had a terrible draft.
There you go.
That's not what the draft is for. That's not what it's for.
It's to get playmakers. At whatever position you can get a playmaker at. And Ern, they got playmakers, dog. They got playmakers. Now, granted, an evaluation piece of it, it's always like you could probably go with this guy over this guy. But like, as far as the talent that they brought in, this is the first draft I actually feel like they know what the heck they're doing, dog. Like this is the first draft I can recall in my lifetime where even the later round picks made sense.
And they weren't desperate to trade back just for the sake of trading back. They just look like adults in control.
Dog, that's just what it whole different vibe. Like this team's going to be different. This team is going to be different. The D tackle they got in the second round, vicious. Bama saying he should have went first round. And the fact that he was there in the second, it just
like an injury. I think a fracture in his foot, and that's why he ended up falling and not going in the first.
Cooker, though. He's a cooker. Then they got Mike. I can't say his name, dog. Samer still.
The DB from
hey, yeah. Dog, that Bama is a game changer. You talk like, so this is the thing. When you talk about like the player like Michael Parsons is, like for the Cowboys, like he could just game wreck. This dude can do that, dog. He's undersized, but his heart not undersized, though. The Bama just be striking. He read and react. He used to play receiver. So the Bama used the receiver to help him play DB. And he just a cooker, dog. He a leader. He just, like, what you need to change this team. Like, you need guys who don't like losing and not just going to stand for any old thing and just going to not talk about it, but be about it. And he embodies that. Then they got Ben Sinnott, who I think was solid. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got hands. he could turn into. I mean, he not Travis Kelce size and nothing, but he definitely could be a weapon for you. And you could do a lot of things with him, and it's light years ahead of the trash we had with the Batmans we had on this roster playing tight end, dog. I just think overall what they did with their picks, how they got picks, they got guys who are versatile, who can do a lot of different things. They wasn't reaching, I mean, the Luke McCaffrey, you could call that a little bit of reach. But dog, that's Christian McCaffrey, brother. The potential there. He might be the coldest running back in the league. And then you got his brother. I just think that, first of all, they got an athletic family. Ain't that Ed McCaffrey's kids?
Yeah. And I didn't realize he was 6'2". He way bigger than the brother.
No, log it in. These Bama's about to win 9 games this year, Aaron. I said it already. I've been waiting for this a long time. I've been trying to just make up optimism for the team for the longest. It just, look any little thing like, yeah, that Joe might. Nah, this is real optimism. This is real optimism. Because I feel like at least the first part of it, you got to get the players. That's the first part. Second, you got to have the coaches. Now, we're going to see when the game plans is on the table. But we know Cliff Kingsbury, he has a track record of what he's been able to do with quarterbacks. And Jayden Daniels, people, don't hop on the bandwagon when this Bama is out here cooking, dog. It's still, we got to wait, see what Drake Maye do. And, if he, anybody could be a bust, like, stop it. The only thing that could really like derail this success train is like major injury. Barring that aside, he's going to cook. I guarantee it, dog. He's going to cook. The attributes alone tell you cook. Aaron, when you watching Bama's hoop or you watching Bama's play sports, like, what you need to see to know they're going to cook?
Them cooking.
That's it.
That's simple.
That's it. You see him cook. Like, it don't matter. When you're a cooker, it just cooking translates, dog. It just... certain things, like he has a likability about him. He has leadership qualities that, definitely are going to come into play. He has elite skill level, dog. Some people talking about the O-line and, they didn't address the need, blah, blah, blah. Do you believe in these guys? Like, listen, dog, let me tell you something. Sometimes when Bama's just know they got a scrub behind them, they just don't put forth the effort, though. Aaron, how many times you seen it? Bama be playing like, this Bama not even blocking. Like, why? It's because the Bama behind them can't get it done. Why am I be out here trying to do the most and block a Bama into the street, and the Bama behind me can't do it? He throwing the ball into the dirt, interceptions, trying to break tackle, fumbling the ball. Like, when your guy is a cooker, we saw a mediocre offense. No, when the year started, the Houston Texans last year had one of the worst offensive lines, dog. Like, their O-line was not that great. Once CJ Stroud, they knew if we get his Bama a little bit of time, he gonna cook. Their Bama's turned into one of the top O-lines. I'm just saying, a cooker make a whole world of difference. Especially a cooker who got legs too. He can get loose on you. It's a new day, people.
How nervous were you before the pick that it was going to be something other than Jayden Daniels? Like, what was your assurity level right before the pick?
My confidence level was a little higher than yours because we talked about yours. Yours wasn't that low. I think that I felt like there was like a 30% chance that the noise would seep through and then they would do something about Drake Maye. But come to find out, Drake Maye wasn't even on their board, Aaron, according to Scheffler.
Wasn't even there. Which that really tells me they know what they do.
That lets me know they know what they're doing. The fact that they even reported that he wasn't on their board and they saying it with confidence means that they know what we know, Aaron. Which means that their evaluations in the building is getting there.
This is the real scam. Most of the evaluators in the building are the same. They didn't go hire a bunch of new scouts. So this tells me Ron Rivera and Maga Del Rio were in there just throwing darts at the board and had no clue what was going on. Because I didn't hear about them firing firing Marty or any of the scouts. They said basically it was going to keep everybody mostly in place, which
Mhm.
tells me everybody had their reports like, hey, this what I had on this guy. Ron and
Mhm.
them was the ones going rogue and just grabbing guys, reaching on these DBs and linebackers. It's a world of difference because the engine is the same in the car. The engine's the same.
A world of difference, though. I know everybody giving us props saying we had a great draft, when's the last time that happened, Ern? The media is talking about how our draft was good.
Yeah, I can't really recall.
Not in recent history. I just maybe the first when what was the Bama name? We was like in him we trust. McLuhan. When McLuhan was here, I think like maybe one season they let us ride, you know what I'm saying? But
He was getting too much credit. They ran him off. They started accusing the man of drinking beers in the building and ran him out of town. Because not Gruden. What's the other Bama? The scammer, Littlefinger.
uh
Bruce
you
Allen
talking about
wasn't getting enough
oh
credit,
yeah, yeah.
so he ran McLuhan out of town.
Dog, this jump just feels different, bro. It feels different. It looks different. They getting guys like I'm watching the tape because of course after they pick the players, I always got to go back and analyze the tape on the players though. Hey, young, they got what I like to deem game changers. These are Bammers who impact the game in ways that don't always show up in stat sheets, but it matters. It puts your team either in a win or loss column because they do the little things right, and they got a big one in their heart, dog. Senate, he Coker, hands 99. He just do everything right. Block a Batman into the street. You know how like when you play in the football joint, and then you got to he'll block a Bama all the way to the street through the tunnel, everything. Like that's the type of Bama you got. That's what we need, bro. The attitude got to change. I'm glad they got the D tackle Bama, put some pressure on what is it, Josh Allen? I mean Jonathan Allen. Dog, yeah, get his soft cookie dough tail up out of here, bro. If he ain't coming, if he don't get 8 sacks this year, and like it's a new day. It's a new day. That whole you just halfway play hard and then get on the radio and then talk about how you tired of losing. Nah, that's dead. Jahan Dawson say he feel like he on a new team, Aaron.
Like he
Feel like
got
he got
traded.
traded. It's different. It's different. Dog. Matter of fact, even how they do the media joint, dog. Like it looked like they know what they doing. I mean, I know the draft table looked like little picnic-ish. Like it was a
They
little.
definitely got the foldaway tables and threw the tablecloth over top of the
Yeah,
joint.
you already know it. Joe
They
did
needed to do
ain't look
that
like
for
Jerry Joe. Jerry Joe look.
yeah. They gotta no. They gotta leave Ashburn. They need a new facility. Like you can't have all that. You got the new ownership. You got this quarterback that super blue chip. Like
Mhm.
if you want to really turn this thing around, dog, they got to upgrade the facilities. They got to figure out
I
that
think I
stadium
think
coming
I
to
think that's
DC.
on. I think that's
But
on
what
the
they
on
can
one
do
side.
now that they
I
don't
think
have to
Josh
wait
Harris
on
looking at that.
is the practice facility.
Mhm.
Knock that joint down to rubble, dog. Go ahead and take the bulldozer through that joint immediately. Build a new practice facility.
Yeah, they got to do something, dog. But I'm okay with the first things first. Get the players in here that's going to translate to getting W's, dog. And it looks like this is what we do not see from the Washington Wizards, dog. A plan earned. At the very least, it looked like they have a plan.
Wizards got a plan too. It's just not to win basketball games. It's a save Ted some bread. That's the plan. You seeing that drink kicking in full force.
Oh, yeah. Just right now, uh Ted Leon says he the odd man out, dog. He got to go, bro. Because it looked like the Commanders is on the trajectory to marked improvement. What you give them win total? How many games they got to win for it to be?
So for context, last year what they had 4 wins,
Uh-huh.
and because Ron was so unconfident, Jack Del Rio was so unconfident, they probably should have had, let's say, 6 or 7 wins last
Okay.
year. So I would say seven is
I
7 to 8
got seven.
wins.
Yeah, seven is my that's the cutoff. Now they could get they no, I'm telling you, they could have a season, bro.
So this is the thing, and this would really let me know they knew what they were doing. Their biggest need is probably pass rusher. And I didn't see them take one pass rusher in this draft, which tells me they're not reaching. They're not like, oh, we got to get somebody just to be able to, go into the season and say we got this person. You can still sign unrestricted free agents and
Mm-hmm.
guys that didn't get drafted, but they desperately need real pass rushers because they traded both of the ones they had last year, and they
Mm-hmm.
didn't force themselves to draft one the weekend that just passed. So I think they still need pass rushers before you can legitimately say these Bama's going to be vying for a playoff spot or getting
Mm-hmm.
more than
Yeah, if you don't get pressure,
yeah,
yeah, if you don't
got
get
to get
pressure,
pressure.
then yeah. But they got cover corners. They added to the secondary. I feel like they beefed it up and they got some viable options in secondary. Um, I like the fact that the team is young and there's a lot of excitement around that. And I think you can probably galvanize the team in that manner with the young talent. It looks like Dan Quinn. Like I don't know Dan Quinn like that, but the Bama seems very like energetic in his disposition, and he seems. And we always had this conversation, but we talk about like believability. Like I believe he really is optimistic about stuff. Like the way he talked with a certain level of conviction that I could see instilling inspiration in players. Cause even when he was talking to the players on the phone call, Joe, he was like, "Yeah, we psyched up. We like the way you play, and just we had big expectations for you in our defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just I feel the energy, and players can feel that energy,
We
and I
we
just
just,
think it's gonna be different.
we guys just got to be real careful at this point in the season with the expectations
I
and
know,
mitigate stuff because it's going to
I
fall on
know.
one person, and it's Jayden Daniels. Like, because everybody's in love with the new ownership, everybody's in love with the
Yeah,
GM,
yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
in
yeah,
love with the head coach. He's not going to get evaluated for probably 3.5 years.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If they don't win whatever number of games this media creates as the expectations for this team, you know where that's going to go. And so the first year is kind of a throwaway. It's like your first year, you know what I mean? Like they're
Mm-hmm.
rebuilding. This has been one real offseason since they fired the garbage crew that was here last year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think we just got to be careful with celebrating. Every team is celebrating at this point in the year. Even the team that's going to pick first next year is thinking they had a great draft, thinking whoever they hired
Mm-hmm.
as the head
That's a
coach is
fact.
great,
That's a fact.
thinking the quarterback that they got is going to change everything, whatever moves they making. So no football has been played. So
Mm-mm.
you we always talk about keeping the football, removing the politics and all of the extra stuff. None of that has taken place. So it's almost like, we always use the analogy of a youngin that been with no good dudes her whole life and she get one half decent dude now. You know what I
She
mean?
ready.
It's like the whole life seemed like it changed. And so you
Uh-huh.
just gotta be careful. Like, okay, the dude took you to a Cheesecake Factory. Now you know what I mean? Just relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
you right, dog. You right. I'm trying to keep it tempered, bro. It's just we saw incompetence for so long, and it's been a dark cloud over the franchise. And finally, we see the sun back out, dog. I'm like, dang, like we
He's
here.
scoring. He's scoring.
Yeah, bro. It looked like we have at least a functional franchise. The way that they was passing the phone calls from GM to coach to owner, like that whole, even that just looked systematic and like it was like it flowed nicely, dog. It just was no funny business.
Every team does that.
We
The
wasn't
bar is
doing
so
it
low.
before.
Ron Rivera is one of the most incompetent head
He
coaches
was.
I've ever seen in any sport, let alone the
Yeah,
NFL.
you're right. You're right,
Like
though.
pure incompetence and a liar and a con artist. Like he had no clue what was going on over there. And if the Bama didn't catch cancer, he'd have been out of there years ago. But that dream bought him an extra 2 years. So let's talk.
It did, dog. You right. You right. Oh man, wait till the schedule come out. We're gonna do the. I already got Jayden Daniels numbers though. He gonna throw for 3,800 yards. He gonna rush for 678 yards on the floor. He gonna pass for 27 touchdowns, 12 INTs,
So he gonna have the
and
best rookie quarterback season of all time.
rush for six touchdowns. What was RG3's? What was
20
his
passing
rookie?
touchdowns. And the rookie
Oh,
record, I think, is 24 for passing touchdowns.
he definitely gonna beat that. No, what do you call it? Had more than that last year. CJ Stroud,
How many did he have? Let's see.
I think he had like 26.
Then that'll be the new record because it was 24 with Baker and
But plus it's more games.
but the record's the
Yeah.
record. He had 23. Oh, the record's
CJ
24. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did have 23. Oh yeah, he had 27, dog. He had 27.
So
He
he's
gonna
the
throw
best
for
rookie quarterback season of all time.
yes. You heard it here first. Yes. Yes. No hesitation, dog. Yes. He gonna cook, Aaron. He's gonna cook. I promise you. Oh, first thing before we get on to the next topic, though, I need everybody to go to my 40 video. Go do the start button on when I start running and time it on your phone. It ain't what it said on the clock, Aaron. That's all I'm gonna say.
So what you think the official time?
I want y'all to do it. I want the people to do it. Y'all tell me, put in the comments what the time is. After you clock my feet and see how I'm moving. I knew it. I knew it was funny business behind the joint. I knew, but I couldn't. And then I said, hold on. And then somebody was like, yeah, why don't you just do the see and look at the camera and just do the time, boom, boom. Nah, Bob. Go ahead and look at it and see.
It ain't less than 4-8.
Go ahead and look at it and see. All right, let's get on to some more sports. LeBron James and the LA Lakers let Jamal Murray and Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. put them out the playoffs, though. I think we all knew this was coming. A few people gave the Lakers a chance, but I watching the last play of last night's game, watching Jamal Murray bring the ball up court and LeBron over in the corner on Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray banks the man at the top and shoots a game clutch jumper to win the game. I'm like, did the Lakers just forfeit this joint? Did they not care? Is this Darvin Ham? Who's to blame for this? Because I'm blaming LeBron James. Is that fair? Or is that unfair?
Blaming him for which part? The last
I
play?
feel like the game is in the balance, and it's your responsibility as the leader of the team to ensure that if it's mano-a-mano, tie ball game, I'm not letting this Bama score. It's him and him. I'm not checking Joker because that's not the right matchup. But to just sag and stay on Michael Porter Jr. in the corner and he don't got the ball in his hands and you know who's going to take the game-winning shot, why you not there slapping the floor strapped up? Am I wrong?
Like a white guy in the basement. You sound like a white guy in the basement. Stop. You play basketball. LeBron is 6'9" and 40 years old. You do not want this Bama trying to guard a point guard, or else he would have got a layup all the way to the cup. He's going right by LeBron, though. LeBron cannot move his feet to guard a point guard. He can't. The Lakers' biggest weakness is their guards cannot defend. Mm-hmm. So anybody they would have played at that position is going to have an advantage over these Bamas. It just so happened that Jamal Murray clutch rating is on 99. This Bama just hit game winners like it's nothing. He hit him like it's nothing. And AD couldn't even close all the way because he didn't want to switch. Because then Joker gonna have a layup to the basket. So you
Yeah,
kind
he
of put
can't.
him in the position that you wanted to. It's just that the person guarding him, the guard, is not a real threat to challenging the shot. Like he put his hand up, he had no chance of blocking it or changing Jamal Murray's
But he
shot.
didn't even try. I felt like LeBron just watched him, his man just get past him, and he kind of like went over, but it's like, he's like, oh yeah, he got that joint. Like he just looked and just watched it and like, dog, it's LeBron James, dog. He's 6'9", like you say. He could have swatted that joint in the stands.
He
He
would
could
have
have
walked
closed
right by
in.
LeBron and laid that ball up on LeBron if LeBron was guarding him.
I'm saying even if he wasn't guarding him where he was, he kind of sunk in a little bit, but he didn't come like really aggressively to try to alter the shot.
So you would rather this is what I'm hearing. You would rather LeBron leave the guy who was lighting him up, and the reason they probably got the lead back because Michael Porter Jr. was in fuego from three. So lead a corner three, which he been knocking down all game, all series, to help. Just let me finish. To help double on a guy that's shooting. He's right-handed, but he's fading to his left, mid-range. That's what you're saying. LeBron should have done. He should have left the corner so that he
Yes.
could pass that ball over there and then hit the three with no time
The
left.
thing is, an open three is not the same when it's the game on the line. And Michael Porter Jr. has shown no propensity to be the clutch shooter that everybody like that Jamal Murray's been. Jamal Murray got 2 game winners already against them Batman. Yes, get off the corner and stop Jamal Murray, who's the game winner assassin. If Michael Porter hits the joint in the corner and you seeped in and you just didn't get out and the Batman hits the shot, I'm gonna blame you for that too. But your chances of that not you going to overtime are higher with that than Jamal Murray. Because Jamal Murray, he's a killer. He got killer gene in him. Michael Porter Jr. is light skinned like the rest of them. He got Devin Booker in him. But all 1 through 3 quarters, yeah, you got to guard him. But I mean, LeBron gonna take the hit anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old fogey dog. I'm just saying Jordan era. Jordan would have been strapped up on that Batman. He not going to the rack like that. He not making no game winners on MJ. It's not happening. This your GOAT. This the people GOAT, dog. They got vegan as the GOAT. He ain't no GOAT. He veganism. When it's all said and done, though, LeBron legacy unmatched. Greatest basketball player to ever play the game as far as attributes, all of the above. But he's just not the GOAT, though. He's just not the GOAT. And I know some people gonna get offended by this and be like, bruh, he the GOAT, bro. He the GOAT. I'm like, no, he's not. It's stuff like this. He's 40, and they're like, oh, well, you can't even expect him to win. He's 40. He's done. What else more can he do? Jordan can suit up right now. Right now. You cannot count him out. You cannot count him out. That's how much his competitive gene is to win. So I just, all the excuses for LeBron and this LA Lakers, it's hurting his legacy. Going out here catching L's, and then, after the loss, everybody's like, well, what team is LeBron going to go to now? What team was a good fit for him? Like, to try to, like, hold on and play. Like, no, stop it. LeBron, turn your jersey and retire, bro. Why don't you just coach? You can coach your son. How about that? That's easy on your legs, on your body. Just coach. Because it just, like, I can't stand it no more. Watching you go out here and lose. Then they got the in-game tournament that they won, and Bama's is trying to size that. Get out of here. That don't count. Nobody care about that little weak trophy. That just don't matter. As you can see. And next series, we're going to see the real MJ, Anthony Edwards. The real MJ. And just get ready, people, because he going special. I think this is the year, dog. I think this is the year the Timberwolves climb up to the championship. And I don't know if they'll be able to beat the Celtics, because it's likely going to be the Celtics. With Milwaukee, they whole roster injured. So they done. New York and Philly, I think New York, after Brunson scored 47, I mean, he's a problem. It's going to be Minnesota in the West. I don't know. This Minnesota and Denver. Whoever win that series is going to be in the mix. That's just the bottom line. Whoever win that series is going to be in the mix to win it all. And then it's looking like it's going to be the Celtics. The Heat, they washed. They done. Milwaukee done. If they can't get their guys to play, like they're done. Who else? Yeah, I mean, I think that's about it, though. That's about it. Indiana leads 3-1 against the Bucks, so I'm looking like that joint is a wash. The Bucks don't have Damian Lillard, and they don't have Giannis. Yeah, that joint done. The Thunder are moving on, and they're going to play against either the Clippers or the Mavs. And that series is tied 2-2. I'm still sticking with the Mavericks to beat the Clippers. That's tied. They play tomorrow night, 2-2. Again, the Heat is done. Celtics about to move on. Pacers looking to move on. Cleveland and Magic. I think Cleveland has the better roster, but Magic did what they had to do at home. And then the Knicks got the 3-1 lead, and I think Philly's finished. I think Philly's finished. So we're gonna see how that joint play out. The Dallas Cowboys, they signed Ezekiel Elliott back. What is going on? They must be desperate, bro. They must be desperate. Because Ezekiel Elliott, he had a decent season with Dallas last year. I mean, with the Patriots last year, but I think that dude is pretty much washed, though. I don't know what Jerry and them are thinking. Bringing back Ezekiel Elliott. But only other thing now, we had the Atlanta Falcons selected Michael Penix Jr. in the first round. And, a lot of people think it was a dumb move. Some people think it was cool. Some people defended it. I've gone on to say that, like, I'm just like, if you think you got your guy and you fell in love with the guy and the quarterback position is the most important position for your team and you think he's the guy, then you go with it. I mean, it sucks because you got money tied up into your QB and that prohibits your flexibility to sign and acquire other players and do other things. And to me, hindsight is 2020, and you probably look back and be like, well, we probably shouldn't have signed Kirk, but you already did it. So, I just don't know how you reconcile that. Then you got the whole dynamic of Michael Penix Jr. on your roster, having to navigate that with Kirk Cousins and who's going to start. Is it an open competition? Is it you just starting a veteran? Are you looking at the next year that Michael Penix Jr. be ready to play? Like, are you just keeping him for injury purposes? Like, what is the long-term solution? This seems where, like, you don't really have a substantiated plan in place to manage this, and that could just be problematic. No, it just be problematic. Chicago got a roster, though. I ain't gonna hold you. What Chicago has put in place for Caleb Williams is something special. They already got DJ Moore. They got a Doomsday they picked up in the draft. They got the running back from the Eagles, DeAndre Swift, in their backfield. Yeah, they got some ballers, dog. They set up that offensive roster for him to succeed. And it's really, barring terrible coaching, which has been present for the Chicago Bears, they should be all right. They should be all right. I think there's stuff in place for him to be all right. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that situation plays out in Chicago with these rookie quarterbacks. You know, I think everybody kind of expected Drake Maye, where he ended up in New England. And it'll be, I just hope it's not I hope it's not a situation like hope it's not a Mac Jones situation 2.0. We gonna see. We gonna see. Aaron, you back? Oh, he out. He making $1 million moves. That's how he get down. Follow us at OSS 980 Other Side of Sports. Shout out to Where's Buffy. Shout out to Lance J Radio. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. I wonder if she back from her trip to Spain. We're gonna holler and have her on the show. I will have a breakdown of all the draft picks. Give you my, the full breakdown on each of the draft picks for the Commanders, and just my thoughts and sentiments on each player and what they could potentially bring to the roster. We're gonna go down all of that, and we out.